He blew up 2 clubhouses, ate 97 crawfish in 11 minutes, bodyguarded for Rowdy Roddy Piper for over 14 years. His name is Showman. 42 years inside a Brother Speed Motorcycle Club. We're going to start at the beginning. Make sure and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything.
When I was 16 years old, I was going into a bar in Tualatin called the Hitching Post. And I had a belt on it that said Harley Davidson, and I went in there, and Desi was sitting at the bar. And Desi goes, "Harley Davidson, huh? So you want to be a biker, huh?"
And you were how old again?
16.
16, okay.
I had fake ID and all that shit. And first time trying to do that, but it didn't go over so well. And then I met Desi again when I was 17, got the same standards. And then at 18, he let me go into the clubhouse for the first time. And I hung out there for a little bit. And this is what I wanted to do, you know, and we were building up to getting the bike and all this other stuff. I had a Triumph for a very short period of time. Blew it up in like 3 weeks. And then I went to California, down to San Jose, drive a truck, make the money. Ended up in Hollister, got into a big fight down there, ended up going to jail. And then Desi was gonna be my sponsor when I came back, and I came back and he'd already sponsored somebody else. And so he wouldn't sponsor anybody ever again because that guy failed. And your dad, Larry Carr, Fango, said, "Hey kid, why don't you hang out with me for a while?" So for 30 days, I hung out with Fango. We never left his side. It never quit raining. Our leathers never dried out. We never had any money. So we always had fuel and food and stuff like that. And then after 30 days, he goes, "What do you think?" I said, "Would you ask him to be my sponsor?" And he was. And that's the best damn prospect Brother Speed ever had. I still claim that. And pretty exciting. I mean, this side, you know, this side of the world is a lot different than the other side, you know. And my parents, you know, my dad died in '85. Yeah, 85 or 84. Yeah, that'd be rough. And then I got picked up with a man named Rich Capado. And he took on the second dad. He had kept me out of shit all the time as best he could. And he had most of Boardman Nomad Restaurant Lounge. I was out there a lot, and he favored 2 things: bikers and unions. And he had three bikes, Victories. I had my Harleys, and then the first Harley I had was a 83 FXR.
Nice.
And I prospected for like 7 months, 11 days, 14 hours, 36 minutes. Not that I was counting. And
awesome.
It was pretty amusing because I was asked to do all kinds of things as a prospect, like they're supposed to be. And one of them was we had a man named Joe Bibbs, and he goes, he had this exercise chair, little tassels on the handlebars and shit. He goes, "Prospect, guard this fucking exercise chair. Don't let nothing happen to it." And as soon as he walked around the corner, out comes our vice president, Angelo. And he goes, "Prospect, take that exercise chair, put it on top of this burn pile," which is a good 14 feet in the air, "and exercise on it." And right before I was getting ready to go up there and do that, another one of our brothers named Preacher, who's now dead, he comes up to me and goes, "You want to know the secret to prospecting is?" I said, "What's that?" He goes, "Do what they tell you to do, but do it so well they regret telling you to do it." Well, right on. That sounds good to me. Pretty easy. So I'm up there. I went exercising. I noticed Angelo comes walking out the back door with his friend and a shotgun. And they'd put oil and gasoline and diesel and all that shit in the fire. And I'm up there exercising, and they shot the freaking thing with cracker ball, which is a missile that goes over the corn stalks and blows up. It's got phosphorus in it. And it burns right through it, doesn't catch the corn on fire. It scares the birds away. Well, it's pretty sparky, you know, so he shot it into the fire, caught it on fire. And I was exercising like crazy up there, and of course the flame's going up, getting bigger and bigger. Dizzy walks in and goes, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm burning up." He goes, "Well, get off there, stupid." And I said, "I can't do that." And that was the person that told me to be up here, tells me to get down. And he asked who it was, told him who it was. And Angelo's inside trying to pick up some girl or something, and they went and grabbed him. Imagine the drink still sitting in the air. Come out there and he goes, "What are you doing?" And by then the tassels and the petals are melted off there. I said, "I'm burning up." And he goes, "Well, get off there." And I did. I dove off. And as soon as I dove off, Bibbs walks around the corner and sees his Buckster's chair up there burning. "Prospect, what'd you do, Mike?" I said, "Get up and get it." So I had to run up the fire and get the exercise chair up there. And then he said I owed him a song, which I had to sing on top of the garage. I'm not going to sing you the song, I don't think. You want to hear that? But,
Go for it. Yeah.
"Roly Poly, bang me holy, lick my slimy slew, rack your nuts against my guts and I'll make love to you. We're the three ladies from Canada, all drunk on cherry wine. The subject of their conversation is whose hole is bigger than mine. The first lady from Canada said, mine's as big as a room. The men go in September, they don't come out till June. The second lady from Canada said, mine's as big as the sea. The ships go in, the ships go out, and they don't even bother me. Roly Poly, bang me holy, lick my slimy slew, crack your nuts against my guts and I'll make love to you. The third lady from Canada said, mine's as big as the air. The planes fly in, the planes fly out, and they don't even singe air."
And that was from the rooftop?
That was from the rooftop of the garage, the same garage that I blew up. And so one of my habits or hobbies I got into was making things go boom.
Yes. Yes, you do that very well.
And cannons and garbage bags and anything else that'll hold oxyacetylene or other elements that explode. And I've gotten pretty good at it. And gotten real good at it. I only blew up 2 clubhouses. And we set one off one time in Portland in the garage, and it set up a static electricity. Blew the walls out and the roofs off, and made one hell of a fucking mess.
I bet.
And then I blew up one in the fire pit at the Napa's Oakland Halloween party. And it blew the windows out and ripped the saw paint off and the doors down.
Oh my God.
And those are the only 2 mishaps I had, you know.
The one at the Portland house, didn't the house like literally come off the foundation?
The roof did.
The roof did?
It completely blew all the 16 penny nails out.
God damn.
Bay doors were all discharged. I come staggering. I was still standing there, smoking. Remember that Brother Dave was standing across the table from me. And the last word spoken in that room was, "Here, I'll hold it and give it support," because he got so full of gas, it started going down here and there. And I grabbed it to hold it and support it, and static electricity set it off.
Oh, shit.
And Smokey and Big Dave were gone, and I was still standing there, and everything's on fire. And then I watched it walk across the floor and walk up the walls, and the ceiling's burning on you, and it's going to kill you.
Damn.
And it came down, and when it came down, it was sucking up all the oxygen, and it blew the roof off and walls out. Pretty impressive.
How about your eardrums? And
Well, all 3 of us had blood coming out of our eyes, ears, nose, and our mouths
I bet.
because of the concussion.
Damn.
And they both had surgery, and I didn't because I was fighting at the time. You can't fight if you had the surgeries.
Really?
No.
Huh. Equilibrium thing, or?
Just it's eardrums paper thin.
Yeah.
And well, when they blow them out, then they put these new ones in there. They're not even caliber of the eardrums that we had.
Yeah.
And then they wouldn't let me fight if I had surgery, so I never did.
Huh.
But I can't hear real well. That and Harleys and gunshots and all that other shit.
Right. Rock and roll music.
Yeah, sometimes. But I thoroughly enjoyed myself as a prospect. And it was a routine for me, and the guy figured it out pretty quick.
Yeah.
And not to say that I was ever the quickest prospect but to get the patch, but I was proud of what I did. And then that was some 42 years ago, about 42 years ago.
Damn.
And
how old were you when you prospected? If you met Desi at 16,
right, but it was 18 before I even got in the clubhouse, and it was 21 when I.
okay.
Actually, I was 23. Yeah, I was 23 when I got my patch.
I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. Live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I
made these stickers to Showman for Dictator, and I snuck into the Napa's police yard and put them on the back of the police cars. And I was in there, guys come out the door and goes, "Hey, what are you doing out there?" Because they take cameras. "You can't be in there." I said, sorry, I'll leave. And I walked out. And they found 3 of them right away, but they didn't get 2 of them. And so 2 cars drove around, cop cars drove around with my Showman for Dictator stickers on there.
That's so awesome.
They go, "How did you get away with that?" And I said, "Oh, you just got to grease the right palm, you know."